Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Touhou World Cup 2025. We're back with you today with the beautiful PCB extra scoring match. I got with me TSG. I almost heard him there.
I'm not used to this. Sorry.
Okay, well he's here.
I'm rusty.
And we got icterine.
Hi.
Hello. Good. That was my intro. Congrats.
Oh.
But yeah, second match, I think, PCB Extra. I'm kind of here for emotional support, to be frank. I don't know the category too well, so that's why I got TSG Nectarine with me for the expert commentary. Isn't that right?
Sure. PCB holds a special place in my heart. My first Lunatic 1cc and one of my main games. It has a really convoluted system, but hopefully we'll be able to walk you through all of what's happening today. Because there's a lot to go through, but it is, a really interesting game.
There's a lot of different little tricks and mechanics, right?
Yeah. Lots of really sort of interesting routing. Lots of actually kind of subtle reasoning behind what's happening, and what the players are doing, and a little bit of, for lack of a better term, mental flowcharting, I guess.
Yeah. I do recall, like, the cherry management is pretty important.
Yeah, the detail-oriented aspect is one of my favorite parts of PCB. You'll definitely see some of that today.
Yeah.
So, let's just go through the formalities first, and
let's hit the slides. We don't have the story. Oh shoot. Don't worry, I'll handle this one. Okay, Touhou World Cup, TWC, is an annual international tournament featuring the Touhou project Shoot 'em Ups. Each match features contestants competing on a survival or scoring category on Lunatic or extra difficulty. For more details about the tournament, visit the official website, touhouworldcup.com, and shout-outs to Maribel. From maribel.com.
Shout-outs to Maribel. Yeah. So, at least the time today is 90 minutes. This extra is fairly long, so 90 minutes is pretty appropriate. Any runs they start during the reset time period, they may finish, and that run can count. TWC score for scoring matches is, of course, balanced based on the shot type, but it is, of course, determined by an exponential function, which you feed the actual in-game score into, and the player with the highest TWC score wins, of course. PCB system, it's quite convoluted, but I can walk you through step by step. So the pink number right there is C+. That's when it reaches 50k, you activate a border. You all have seen the borders. It's a free hits / free screen clear, but it is also the main scoring system in this game. You get it by shooting at enemies, unfocused especially and specifically sometimes even, or by collecting cherry items or star items. And during a border, you wanna graze it. You wanna graze a lot because that raises your PIV. Next slide, please.
Yeah. Or stealing the first slide, perhaps.
And then.
There we go.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that later. These are the exponential functions. Rainbow B is the strongest shot, with Sakibi and Rainbow A lagging slightly behind, and the other three being the weakest shots, and therefore they have the steepest function.
We're probably going to see Sakibi versus Rainbow B today. Some of you might know that Sakibi is the
Yeah. The top two lines, basically, the ones that go the furthest.
Technically, that would be the bottom two, but yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how you phrase it. Like, in terms of how much score they can get within the game, they score the most, but that means you have to compensate for it in PWC score. Yeah.
Yeah, some of you who know the main game... Okay, let's talk about the players. So yeah, we have Ina. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been playing PCB Extra for like 10 years, maybe. I think his earliest world record is like... I forget exactly when, but maybe 2015? I need to double check that. Anyways, he's the PCB Extra specialist, has 5 out of 6 type world records, held all of them at some point until Reimu B was beaten by Yusuke. His PB is 1.504, because he is only 5 mil behind world record, and he loves Ran.
By the way, small fun fact, or small tragic fact, his 1.504 PB would have been world record if it got the final border, which he sadly did not, so... Yeah.
That image, by the way, is one of his Ran drawings. Look at his Twitter. That's all. Okay, Lua... We have a bit less on Lua because he hasn't held any world records, but he's also an extra specialist. Well, PCB specialist in general. Has 2.5 on Lunatic and 1.79 on EC. Also does no bomb runs in the other games as a side project. And his PB is fairly strong though. 1.449. Yeah, that's the players.
Yeah, which shot type is the 2.5B with? The Reimu B?
Yeah, it's Reimu B.
It's Reimu B, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so we really got like the two like active PCB Extra powerhouses against each other here.
Oh yeah, they've been competing against each other in TWC since 2021. Like, when we started doing extra matches.
Yeah.
But this is the first match where we might not see Touhou B again. We're gonna see Sakubi from Ina, which would be a first.
I always love seeing Sakubi in action.
Yeah. So, for the record, we will refer to INACON as Ina. Don't confuse that with the certain squid girl. They are two different people.
Thought you were gonna say certain
or are
Ina,
they?
but there are a lot of Inas out there, I guess. But yeah.
There's one super famous one, and there's one less famous one, but has a special place in our heart.
For sure.
I actually have an Ina figurine right in front of me right now.
Don't confuse that with Ina.
Yeah, don't confuse that. Ina, not that Ina. Yeah. I'd be a little worried if Ina Kiel had a figurine. Oh yeah, there's a third one, Inyaki. I forget about them sometimes. Sorry. Alright, player screen. You can see oh my god, dude.
You can see on Ina's screen another...
this is a pretty difficult strat.
That's an amazing technique.
On Ina's screen.
Oh my god.
That one's really cute.
That's like the Wily Beast Yachi homing fireball misdirect, but like on crack. Pardon my French. Incredible.
Yeah. This... I guess this thread is consistent, but I haven't been able to figure out how it works just by looking at it.
So what you do, you try to like, at the moment where like the kunai would directly aim at you, you misdirect it, right? And that's when you swoop around it.
It's never actually aimed at you, it's just that it It normally has a fixed like progressing rotation, but it also like adds the angle with respect to the player. So then you can cancel out the natural rotation by making sudden movement.
Yeah, oh, that's really cool. A really cool technique.
It's a very high skill ceiling Grace. I think you can get like 25k cherry max if you play it well, but actually more because it's Sakuya B, but if you play safe, it's going to be under 20k.
Oh,
nice to start the game. Oh yeah, and then Ina is still practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at Lua then. So, first thing you're going to notice is that he bombs. And the reason for this, well, bombs twice, and the reason for this is that he wants to cancel all of these bullets and start his first border. And Gray's unfocused all of these tiles that are aimed at him. Wow. It's a huge border, huge cherry maxing right at the start. You should see at least, you're going to see an 80k cherry max from this border, and if you place this one, you can get 90k, but that's very, very difficult.
84 is pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, it is. He's dropping power. I think he's doing a safe strat because an hour before the match, I checked his streams and I saw him doing the safe strat. So
right.
Yeah, so basically normally you would shoot unfocused and get another board in the stage section, but he's playing the safe and losing a border intentionally, so just so that he can shoot focus on Ren and like lose one border for an easier round, lose one border on Chen. Okay, on the Ina's screen you can also see him doing this other opener border, but Ina's not going to get as much because he's playing Sakuya B. And then now it's back to Lua. He's doing the spawn graze next to Chen to graze during his border.
Oh my god.
So Ina seems to be going for the more difficult, but
well, actually there is no more difficult route for Sakuya B. Sakuya B cannot get the two border Chen, or he cannot get the optimal or the extra stage border. Or wait, no, he gets the extra stage border, but he does not get the extra second border on Chen. Or wait, no, sorry, I got it backwards. He gets the extra border, but he has the bomb, so it's not farther. Yeah, okay, sorry for the confusion. But yeah, that on Lua's screen you can see him following Chen on this second spell, and soon he's going to start his border. This spell works because there's a laser following Chen this whole time. As Usari says, Chen is firing a laser. You can just follow the laser for graze. I think you also get a little bit from the arrowheads, but you actually don't get that much graze from the arrowheads because of this mechanic called spawn graze away, where shortly after bullet spawns you will not get any graze from it. So standing next to Chen like that won't give you much graze from the arrowheads.
Right.
So I should just to be overly just to be a little bit overly to, I don't know, over-explain a little bit, like your cherry.
Okay, that's a reset.
Cherry is point item value, which means your cherry is how much a point item is worth.
Yeah, but there's also cherry max, which is the cap on which your cherry can increase. It's a bit complicated, but an oversimplified explanation is just that cherry max equals PIV, because for most of the game, your cherry will always be very close or equal to your cherry max, so you can just treat cherry max as your PIV.
It seems as though Ina broke on...
What he did? He knows SCB, unfortunately.
He's continuing though.
I'm surprised because Chen is actually very consistent, or it should be pretty consistent with Sakuya B. I see some people in chat mentioning the litter box. It was a joke name we called the Chen Jail last year, but we might not see it much this year because Lua is playing a safer round, Ina's playing Sakuya B, who doesn't have to do some really annoying stuff on Chen. That is suicide. No, that's a suicide. He wants to. He has no bombs, so
I'm too used to Rainbow B routing, man.
Understand. Cool. Now he's gonna break this border after getting a ton of grace because he wants to get another border at the end of the stage section. Might see, and he's gonna bomb to get that border because he can't get C-books shooting, so he can only get it from bombing, and the border starts at the perfect time to do this huge grace. That is also very difficult. Difficult to do, also very difficult to optimize, and nice he gets it.
Yep.
I love how the Sakia B bomb, like, when you try to bomb at the right moment just before bullets hit, you really, like, time stop it at the last moment.
Yep.
Looks like some, like, Bollywood special effects. Looks incredible.
Yeah.
Nice spawn graze.
Yeah. So intentionally shooting focused here because he can't get a border on first non, and he actually wants a specific optimal-ish timing on the spell that comes after. So basically what happens
if he
is
shot and focused the whole time, he would get his border like right during the cancel, which is not what he wants. He wants to get his border a little bit later into the spell so that he can get some more graze.
Yeah. It's because the first spell speeds up over time.
Yeah, so to my impression, the border timing matters a lot because you want to have it on when you can make like the biggest grazes, right? Or less than.
And in first spell, it's not gonna make a huge difference because first spell isn't that big of a graze. Oh no! His cancel was too good. You wanted to get an intentionally bad cancel because if he got a good cancel, he would get a border right away. So
yeah,
I think this loses probably something like 5 million, not too that bad. Yeah, like 5 million might seem like not that insignificant, but in the live setting, 5 million is like really not really that big, considering that dying will cut your clear bonus by 40 million just from losing one life, and if you die on rank, you're probably gonna lose 80 million because you can only barely get the 800 item extend. So, and if you die, you're gonna lose point items, so you're probably not gonna get 800 extend either. So a death on rank is probably an 80 million loss. And then on this now we're gonna see some Sakia B strats. You're gonna see a bomb twice. That's short references the bomb again. And this is because Sakia B's bomb, as you can see, is 3 solid bullets and clears the whole screen, so it gets a ton of cherry plus. It's like over 20k per bomb because bullet cap is 1024 bullets and each star item is 20 C plus. Yeah. And now it's going to break the border and bomb again to get another border. In the main game, you'll see these patterns very common, such as bombing twice and shooting for a border, or breaking a border and then bombing to get a border. And this border he's going to keep. Wait, oh no! Oh, that was unintentional.
Yeah, if you break a border, you're losing 10,000 pib.
Yeah, and 10,000 PIV here is gonna be worth something like 10 million, or no, it's gonna be less. But
yeah, you also lose the border bonus, which is
the border bonus is gonna be more significant here. And
one border.
Ouch.
What?
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's a reset.
That's brutal.
That was an unusual death.
Yeah.
Luckily, Lou was on Ran. Also playing with MIDI. MIDI might love it.
Breaking any bars, I feel like he's basically... His cherry max looks what I expect for like a safe rock that didn't break any borders. So, that'd be something.
Right, got a bad cancel, which is good.
Yay.
And yeah, you can see him now, just timing it down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Start shooting here.
Yeah. That way you only get the border when she's shooting like the most amount of bullets, basically.
There's also a funny spawn grace strat at the start of the spell that we might see Ina do. But it's not worth that much.
This is probably what the Damaku battle actually sounds like, when you're like this close to the sound.
Why is Lua's audio broken?
Oh.
Yeah, you can see him timing down. Oh yeah, one mechanic. Timing down spells for Grace, because you can see the spell bonus increasing slowly with the Grace he's getting. This is...
Oh yeah.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
No.
Okay, that's dead. That's dead. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. They didn't actually capture the spell. Timed it out.
That's actually not even the worst part. Timing out a spell cuts your cherry by a quarter, which is just a run-killing loss.
Seriously? Oh wow, I didn't even know that part.
Yeah, so normally I said that normally your cherry is very close to your cherry max, so you can just treat cherry max as your PIV, but timing out a spell is one of those exceptions. That's, you can't, losing a fourth of your PIV is going to take a very long time to recover, and that's really bad. So yeah, it's instant reset, even though the spell card bonus itself wasn't that big, it was only going to be like 7 million. Ina on Chen. I see him doing some spawn grazes.
Yeah, should bomb soon enough.
No, he's gonna bomb the first spell. I don't think you can get a good bomb on this non. I guess if you really wanted to, you could bomb the non and then cap the spell, but that's just destroying a consistency for probably like a 5 million gain. No one's gonna do that. Except maybe Yusuke. Yeah, okay, so this spell speeds up over time, so it's gonna be very dense at the end.
It is pretty notorious for being extremely difficult to get past.
However, Sakuya B has a blessing that she can bomb this spell.
Oh wow.
Reimu B, if she wants to attempt this, the optimal route, has to cap this spell and time it down to the very end, which is notorious for causing some extreme Chen jail.
Yeah.
Wow, look at it.
Still pretty hard even with the bomb though.
Yeah, Lua might go for the harder route.
Yeah, if he clears, he might.
If he clears early. Alright,
yeah, a lot of extra scoring have very long, like deliberate timeouts. Yeah.
Alright, he didn't break the border this time. That's good.
Yes. By the way, this graze is actually very hard to optimize because the way lasers work in this game is that you're actually a trail of like grazable enemies, or the Kirby lasers at least. That's how they work. They're a trail of grazable enemies. So you have to be in the optimal position to like graze as many of the grazable enemies in the trail as you can. Yusuke is really good at it, but he is not playing in this match. Also, yeah, this huge graze that we didn't talk about earlier, so all of these bullets are aimed at you, so he can just like rapidly sidestep. And at the end he's gonna break his border because he wants to get a border to PLC all the items on this section. Yeah, and you can see his suicide that he used the power cancel to get the border. Wait, what? He didn't get the border? But it should be fine because the next item, he just loses some cherry max, like I think around 5k, it shouldn't be too bad.
Just a little bit of grace,
Yeah.
And shoot, and yeah, bomb. I'm not used to Sakuya being fucked.
Yes, I'm so used to them like spawn grazing it and then bombing like you do with Reimu B. And please get no. Yeah, that graze is really hard to even like execute and even more difficult to optimize. Like a bad graze on that border would be like 60k, but I think if you play it very well, you can get like over 80k. So it just shows how much optimization room there is in that border. He's still.
Alright.
What's he doing? He's gonna like try to.
He can't get it.
He can't get a border, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Is he trying to like bomb and then? Okay, clearly not. So.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he would bomb and then get a border, but
that would waste bomb for second non.
Yeah, but you could just like skip the second like broken border on second non, so you get like you lose the broken border, but you still get a border bonus, so it still could be something.
Yeah, maybe. So, timing out spells for Grace is, it's usually huge much later on in the game, but...
Tends to being pretty consistent. I consider that's because Sakuya B doesn't have to have first spell and then Yatsuzume an easier route. So that's why we're not seeing the tempo players being stuck in Chen jail for half the match. Nice, PSG, what were you saying?
Yeah, timing out spells for Grace is usually huge, like later on in the match, but the game rather. That's because the amount of extra SCB you gain per Grace is proportional to your cherry. See, there's another subtlety about this game.
Wait, he broke the border again.
Oh.
So you can see Lua bombing the spam section. You can POC it. We might see him do it to get the clear. POC without a bomb, it's really hard.
Yeah. Doing the safe strats for his first clear.
Yeah, and then this spell that Ina died to last time, yeah, it's a... I actually don't fully know how this spell works. I know the butterflies are aimed at you, and then the arrowheads, I think, are static. So yeah, I think they're static, or I'm pretty sure they're static, so I was pretty surprised to see him die to it last time. Oh, he didn't time it down. It's not a huge time down, maybe he's just scared because he died to it last time. But yeah, you can time down that one for Grace. SCB decay from timing down is very slow in this game, so it's almost always worth it to time it down for Grace, even if it might not be a reasonable time down.
Yeah. So a metaphor I like to draw in this game is that like boss health bar is basically a resource in and of itself because you're basically converting it to C+. And sometimes you actually don't... Okay, well, I'm saying this because Ina was like intentionally shooting during his border to remove some of Rand's health during it. That is
doing it here.
That is because like if he had just kept on shooting, then he would have then he would have activated early. And
actually would have activated. Actually, no, never mind. That non he would have activated early. Yeah, he was shooting deliberately to lose HP, so he would get less Cherry Plus. Also, yeah, this spell you can sidestep the thing that Rand shoots, and then stay next to the lasers for Graves, and it gets faster over time, so near the end you can see the lasers overlap and there will be some pretty difficult dodges. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this is going to be the first big difficult dodge. If this is going to be the first big SCP, you can see it's already at 22 million.
Yep.
That's going to be 23 million, nice. Oh nice, it didn't get the border from the cancel. That's ideal. You want to delay it just a little bit and get like, I don't know, like 1k, 2k more trade max. It's a very small micro optimization, but it's like a little nice thing that once you get it. Rapid conversion of core potential energy meteor to that energy.
Yeah,
honestly, you see the fight, I think it's actually pretty difficult if you really want to optimize the Graves, because you have to do some pretty precise paths.
Yeah. He timed his cancel so that it happened like just after Ran shot, because that's the optimal cancel.
And this spell, there's not much more other than like raising a little bit unfocused during the border and then capping it.
Nice.
You could time it down for Grace, but like, are you really gonna time that spell down out of all things?
Yeah, that seems too risky.
I think even Yusuke didn't when he went for world record.
Yeah. Just seems like too little Grace for the risk.
Also,
that non was another
I think on
case
Phantasm you can bomb that non, but he doesn't. I think extra gives you fewer bombs, so you can't bomb that one.
That non, by the way, was another case of intentionally like losing C+ to get a more optimal border timing.
And the solution route is kinda spooky with how close he sits to the stray bullets.
I mean, yeah, but PCB also has magical hitboxes.
Fair.
So...
yeah, case in point, we just witnessed that.
This is another spell that speeds up over time.
Yeah, a lot of speed up patterns in this stage. Runs like a minigun, just needs to like warm up every time. That's why she's spinning.
He was practicing.
That's why she's spinning. She's just, yeah, it's the cool Grace, maybe.
Yeah, unfortunately he's too low down, he can't do it anymore. Or maybe he can,
but it's gonna be hard. He recovered.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, because the thing is that because it's based on angle, you can only just misdirect when you're close to your ram. If you're too far, you can't do it again.
Yeah.
A little bit scary at the end there,
yeah. It's a really fun looking Grace, but man, that seems scary to do in a run.
This is another spell that's kind of special because see those bullets, like when it switches from blue to red and vice versa, all the bullets are cancelled and just magnet, and all the share items magnet towards you. So you can actually get, is it 3 borders from the spell?
No, only 2. On Phantom Link you can get 3, but on X-Ray you can only get 2 because fewer bullets.
Yeah. But again, that extra border is still kind of huge, and you may as well go for it. It's kind of simple enough.
Am I hearing like text to speech? Am I going crazy?
Yeah, I think Ina has a text to speech in his chat. Also, oh, you fucking beat my ass. It's so fun.
God damn.
Also, yeah,
wanna get famous?
Worth 40 million, so dying is really, really bad. Wanna get famous? Submit high scores to pndsmg.com.
True. 15 million SCV because of the lasers, and Lua is also on this spell. I've seen the players screw up this non occasionally as well.
I mean, it does seem a bit scary on phase. And then unilateral contact, a pretty difficult spell, but we might see a cold raise on it.
Yeah, he's inside.
This thing also gets faster over time.
Oh no!
That hurts.
No.
That hurts.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gets faster over time, so over time it gets more and more difficult.
Yeah, this is like another spell with a pretty huge SCV, so...
Okay, at least he has 4 bombs now, so he didn't lose 40... He lost slightly less than 80 million nuclear, but he's only gonna lose like something 70 million, I think.
Nice iframe abuse there.
Yeah, but he's still gonna lose like a ton of point items, so in the end it's still probably like almost like 90 million loss.
Yeah.
Plus the SCP.
Yeah, dying is very bad.
That's rough.
And he doesn't time it up because why bother?
It seems like a pretty straightforward Grace. I don't know, maybe you have to movement manipulate a little bit, but...
I wouldn't say that's too necessary. But... no...
Okay, eat Lua on this spell. I saw him doing some pretty aggressive laser grazing before the bunker. Yeah, it's this spell where she summons Chen again.
Yeah.
You can follow, it's another case of Chen farting a laser that you can graze.
Yeah. Another thing is that Chen actually has infinite health.
Yep.
But...
Oh, right.
Ina seems to be playing it safe, but you can...
I don't think Sakebi can get the second border.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe if you, like, abuse the hell out of diagonal shooting, but definitely not happening in the run.
Okay, fair. Chen... Anyways, you can milk her for C+ infinitely, because she has infinite health, and, like, she's still a valid enemy. And with Reimu, because she has faster share gain, you can get a second border because of it.
Alright.
Yeah, but it's still really hard as Reimu.
Yeah. I mean, Ina is still milking Grace from her laser.
decent.
Also
you
gotta
can
finish
see
the card.
22.
So let's hope they actually finish the card.
Okay, good.
Nice.
I was scared. I was scared for a bit.
I was surprised at how far like the Chen milking was going. That he wasn't going back to damaging run.
That border can also be difficult right there. I didn't have time to explain it, but maybe when Lua gets there, I just jinxed it, didn't I? Fuck.
What happens? I looked away for a moment. Oh yeah,
I swear to God, I swear to God that I fucking jinxed Lua's run just now because I said I'll explain that border when Lua gets there.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, but yeah, the survival spell you can follow the laser, follow the cage around, get close to the edge so you can graze the lasers, and you can also see him moving like up and down or back and forth at times. This is because at he wants to graze like four of the lasers at once instead of just 2 or 3, which you would get if you were standing still the whole time. At the end, it's a bit difficult.
Lua. Did Lua? Oh, Lua died.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he...
Oh, yeah, Cherry is low. He definitely died. Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, the annoying thing about... Yeah, this is the biggest spell bonus in the game, 32 million. Or at least spell bonus in the stage. And yeah, the annoying part about the survival spell is that all the items spawn in the center. But, you're also in the center at the end of the spell, so if the amount of items you gray at the end of the survival spell is basically random.
Right.
There's a way to avoid graying items by jumping out of the cage at the last moment, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
And then for this final spell, Lucky B is not strong enough to get a second border on this spell, so she's just going to like unfocus a little bit and then get a good cancel, and then get a border from the cancel.
Oh, Lua breaks instantly.
Oh! No, ouch. That's a huge spell bonus.
Yep.
And a pretty interesting border too.
Well, I guess now he's like forced to get the second border anyway.
Or not forced to, but he's gonna like make use of the border break to get the second border more easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ina hit the safe spot.
Ina got the safe spot, nice. Yeah, and also, I think we might see him time it down into the rage phase as well, because unlike Phantasm, the rage phase just makes all the bullets go faster. It doesn't add like the aimed butterflies that make it possible.
Butterflies. Nice.
Yeah, so he can... Nice, still got the second border. Ah, broke it again!
Oh yeah.
Lua, no.
I do have to readjust a little, huh?
Wait. Oh yeah, because it's faster, so the save stuff's gonna be slightly different, perhaps. But yeah, the side effect of timing it down this much is that you do get a worse cancel, but it's not a huge deal. It should be enough to get the border, which is what really matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a free 14 million spell bonus just by standing still.
Lua. Okay, so what Lua did there was that he got the cancel and like then he had to shoot Ran for the border during the iframes before she disappears. Occasionally you don't get that border though.
GG's for INACON, 1.2.
If you don't get that border from trying to delay the border, that you would probably feel so stupid. But yeah, GG, Ina, 1.26.
GG.
Oh,
GG.
1.27 maybe. Yeah, 1.27, but sort of, I don't know. But we can see more.
Final extent, ouch. Yeah, that was like a 90 million loss from that death.
He goes right back into it.
That's a good start.
So, do we explain the opener for Sakura B, or do we watch Lua?
Your pick. We can do the explanation.
Probably. Okay, sure.
Yeah, so Ina bombs 3 times on the opener to get the border, and you might see him immediately break the border right away, which seems weird, because you might think, why doesn't just immediately go to grazing? This is another one of those cases where the cherry not being equal to cherry max is relevant, because at the start of the stage, you start out with 200k cherry, but 400k cherry max, so your cherry is 200k below your cherry max, and you instantly get like 200 items before Chen, so those so that's 200 items where your cherry is below your cherry max, and you are losing out on score just from your cherry being not at cherry max. So he breaks the border that he gets at the start to raise his cherry back to cherry max. And border breaks are especially effective at raising your cherry value, because each cherry petal from a border break gives 30 C+, but gives 100 cherry, so they give a cherry very rapidly. And you can see Lua getting his second border during the spell, but it's not over yet, because he still needs to shoot on focus and then get a good cancel, but he got good RNG. He's...
So
actually, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. He might the Mentos might still be unlucky.
So I don't want to spoil it, but
I do not jinx
I
it.
hope the cancel's good. Please have a good cancel.
Cancel now, I think.
He's waiting out one more rotation for extra grace, maybe.
Yeah, you want the arrowheads to be near the bottom.
And alright, the cancel is not quite big enough. Okay.
No,
the cancel
is 1.5 million, I think, is what you need.
Yeah. Sometimes the cancel is not quite big enough, so you need to shoot. You need to keep shooting Ran until she disappears again. Sometimes for the extra border. But that last border is instantly timed out by the dialogue. And final score 1.17.
Yeah, so I can say the season start as it didn't die. In this category, you really cannot afford to die. Especially not on Ran.
Yeah, so what happened again that made the score drop that hard there?
He died somewhere, and then he broke 2 borders on Chen Spell 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Chen Spell 2. Ran. The spell where she summons Chen. I think that's spell 8.
Yeah, spell 8.
Yeah, that was like the big one, because 2 border bonuses, which is minus 20,000 piv plus
Well, to be fair, he wouldn't have gotten the second border if he didn't break the first.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he tries to get the second one.
Fair enough. Then I guess that's kind of a backup then, but there's also the border bonus, which is 10-point items.
Yeah, so
probably
that border break on the spell probably cost him like over 30 million. Like 10 million from the border bonus and then 20 million spell bonus. The suicide still looks so weird.
Yeah, no, every time I see it, I want to yell, and I'm like, oh no, that's the suicide. We're good.
I wonder if there's a route that like doesn't suicide. It might work, because the suicide technically loses point. Actually, no, there's no way to get back your power up. So yeah, there's no way to avoid losing power.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't break the border this way. 643 before the border.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
720, so he got what? 77k. I think that's pretty good. Actually, I think it's very good, even for Sakebi. Because for Rainbow, that's like god tier. Actually, yeah, I got 77.
Alright, Lua going for a smoke break.
Well, Sakebi is not harder to score, she just scores lower, which might be counterintuitive for people who are used to the main game. Because in the main game, the 20k C+ per bomb is like god tier, and just has so many borders that the other shotguns can't. But in extra, the main reason why, well, first of all, your resources are worth a lot, so bomb spamming is not going to be as worth it. And second of all, she can't get the opener border as quickly as Rainbow B, so she doesn't get as much from opener. Like I think it's usually Sakebi only gets like 50k, whereas Rainbow B can get over 80k, 90k if you're a god.
Yep. Oh, smoke break. Okay, sorry, I went somewhere else. But Lua had like a bathroom break. I was like, yeah, Toilet World Cup is back, but no, it's a smoke break.
Yeah, it's a little nervous guy holding a cigarette.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I do need to relax after getting your first clear.
Yeah. But when he's back, he's gonna be in the zone.
True. I would love to. I don't know if I should say this here.
At the right timing, what happened?
I don't know if I should say this here, but I would love to see someone play Touhou on like shrooms. But that's probably against TOS.
I mean, shiitake is kind of delicious though, so.
I do remember Sock was streaming EOSD while with Rock, and he was like tapping books.
Damn.
Of course. Alright, waiting until like the very last moments before breaking the border.
Yep, just to get every bit of turning max that he can.
Yeah.
This border is very hard to optimize, by the way. Because you can like go really high up and then do some like crazy micros unfocused. I think we saw Yusuke do that on Phantasm last year. Oh yeah, icterine usage. Yeah, he just uses border icterine use there to like get a little bit more graze and then jump out to the safe region.
Players do occasionally screw this spell up, so
yeah, we saw it happen earlier today.
It is a pretty scary one, honestly. Just like any spell in this stage.
Well, except for the first spell, unless you do like the first spell is like pretty much free unless you do the crazy opening graze.
This graze is not huge, like the one around second spell, but I kind of love it. It's like
almost timed out.
Nice.
Quit scaring me like that.
You're going for a world record? Who knows?
I mean, they're already at like.
He is playing pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and it may pay off because in 2022, I think he played really aggressively and got like a 1.47 with Raven B, which is like pretty much unbeatable in life setting.
Oh yeah.
I think the only mistake in that run was was one border break on a non-spell, but everything else was like he did the hard route and no mistakes were made. So it was going to be really hard to beat. Yeah, Ina seems to always play aggressively. Like, from a rational standpoint, you may see it's unjustified, but at the same time, like, it's more fun to play aggressively, so
yeah,
also, if it makes you want to do better, go for it.
Yeah, also, I don't know how big, like, the difference really is between the two players here, but sometimes, if, like, the world record player is playing in the category, they tend to play more aggressively to keep it more interesting as well, because then the other player...
Yeah, it's also just like a habit thing.
And it's also a habit thing, yeah. Like, you just wanna, if you have world records, you just want to build on top of that.
There's also like value in just using the route that you're used to.
Yeah, that too.
Like,
as SG0 says, playing safe is a scam.
Yeah, playing safe is a scam. Like, if you're learning like a quote-unquote safer route, sometimes like sometimes like that's actually worse than like just doing your usual one, because you're used to what you usually do.
Oh, he's doing the aggressive, like high strat. Yeah, I think Ina's going aggressive now.
Yeah. Oh my god, Lua! Oh, man.
He got his squeeze.
Wait, was Lua doing the difficult route or still doing the safe route?
Was pretty early in, I think.
I'm paying too much attention to, fuck.
Yes, yeah. You didn't explain the rank manipulation Lua does at the start. We'll get to that eventually. There's still 15 minutes of reset time. Also funny little spawn breaks they do on the spell. So scary. There's actually a strat patented by Kanda where they stay in the corner to graze like 5 lanes at once.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Please, no more Kanda grazes, please. No
it's also
more
RNG, so.
That was scary. Right there.
Yeah, this spell is... Is he timing this down? What?
Huh?
Why would he do that? How did I time this
yeah,
down?
he would have died there. Thankfully,
Time this down and then you just bomb and then you lose like 10 million.
Yeah. It's better than dying and losing 100 mil.
Yeah, but like, why would you even time this?
Oh.
Like, Sakibi doesn't even have the comfortable movement speed. It's not like something that's that you can just like free either. Like with maybe argue that's not too bad because the small hitbox plus slow movement speed means you can do some harder micros. But
what do you mean? Sakia is comfy. Sakia is very comfy. I'm more consistent at RB with Sakia than Reimu, so she is comfy.
Literal super player. For me, a normal cap of RB with Sakia is harder than like a 4K grade.
Oh, that sucks.
No, don't do that.
That's like a 25 million loss. Because this, I think the spell bonus is like 15 million, maybe 20 million.
Well,
okay, well.
That's why I thought it was a little scary.
Yeah,
well, it's better than dying,
Like, okay, PCB hitboxes are magical, but you should never be complacent. Complacent is what I was looking for.
Okay, please don't fail this.
For the Cool Grace. Better get out an amazing Cool Grace now.
I feel like his misdirects are not big enough. That's why it's so scary.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in the meantime, Lua is back on Shen, and he is actually doing the harder routes.
Wait, is he?
Yeah, he's doing the harder routes.
Actually, yeah, he's about to get the board. That means he's doing the harder route.
Yeah, so
the harder route.
Another subtlety, by the way, that we have glossed over is basically shotgunning during the boss's iframes for extra C+. That is pretty crucial for many routes, a lot of the time. Both here, in Phantasm, and in main game. Anyways, blue only, red only, you actually want to cancel it when it's like at its fastest, because that is crucial for the route.
Yeah, so recap, the harder route means ouch. But yeah, the harder route means you get an extra border on the stage, but that means you get low C+ into Chen, which means that you have to get your first border on the first spell instead of the first non. That makes things a lot harder, because you also want to get another border on the second spell. So the fact that you get your border on the first spell instead of the first non means that you have less C+ to work with, because you don't get the cancel from the first non to add to your C+. So he has to do like that shoot fully unfocused and then cancel at the very end stuff just to get his C+ back. And even then it's still very tight.
Yep. Yeah, like occasionally when you watch Ina's stream, you will catch him like insta resetting after blue red only, even if he
because the cancel was not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him get his extra border, I think, on after the next POC. Yeah, just POC, and then he grazes does a spin grazer under rice bullets, and then Scream grazes the final bit of bullets.
Okay, another unilateral contact.
Louis back on.
Please not fail this time. No, he's delaying his board, it's so scary, because it also gets faster.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Why is he doing his board? Oh my god.
Very big clutter.
I saw his stream VOD where he was just dodging on the side of the screen.
Oh my god.
As he breaks his border, it's better than dying. Please please don't time this down.
Oh my god.
No high frame usage.
Yeah. Slightly.
Please don't. Oh, okay. Rand moved away this time, so RNG was a little bit nicer. Okay, cancel on now.
Oh,
the DKO!
No.
The DKO!
He did get the bonus,
yeah, the cancel is so scary, because the thing is that because he's on the spell, like the HP bar is very small, so you don't have very precise information about how much HP Rand still has, so your cancel timing has to be very precise. It's not like a non-spell where you can count where 1 pixel of HP means that like she dies the moment your next shot hits her. On the spell, like if she's at 1 pixel of HP left, she still could still take maybe like, I don't know, like a quarter of a second for her to die, even if you're shooting focus. Yeah, just spell strikes again.
Yeah,
mental.
And I should probably mention. So in base score, one life is 40 million on extra, right? Or is it always 30? Okay.
No, it's just 40 on extra.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
so he had again an 80 million loss. Or no, like more because wait, how many bombs did he have? I think he had. Yeah, I don't remember how many bombs he had previously. But the fact that he has bombs, that you go from like no bombs to some bombs after dying, will partly offset the loss from clear bonus. Because bombs are 8 million per clear bonus. Or clear bonus is 8 million per bomb.
Yeah, the base points are 20 million main game, 40 million extra for some reason. Plus the +2 multiplier on the clear bonus.
Yeah, it's one thing to know about Sakebi is that at 120 power, her unfocused shot is extremely weak. Like, it's actually weaker than her 80 to 96 power shot because of a damage cap. Thanks, Soon.
Alright, capture coming in. 2, 1.
I guess it's still enough because, yeah.
That was
they can't play the water.
And a good SCB.
That was safe.
Yeah, but he's not gonna get the 800 extend anymore. I think this spell drops 35 items.
Yeah. So effectively, he may have lost 2 lives.
Yeah, so still like. Well, it is a blessing that in extra you can POC even when you're not at max power. Because one thing about PCB double KO is that you don't POC the cancel item. Like you don't collect the cancel if you double KO. So if not for the POC without max power, we would have had to either bomb or lose a border, which would have made a double KO even worse.
Yep.
Yeah, so 70 million something loss from that. Or no, this isn't clear bonus. I think the point items are even more, so still probably 90 million. Yeah.
There's a lot of subtlety in PCB.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. There is a darkness pattern for the survival spell where you actually dash out of the sun rays just before it cancels, just so you don't gray any items.
Yeah, and just in case anyone doesn't know what you mean by green item, when you collect the point item, you want to collect it while the point item is above the POC line, or else you won't get it at full value. And the difference in PCB is actually very harsh on graying items. In other games, it might not be too bad, but in PCB, it's really bad. The item goes from 100% of your cherry value to 20% of your cherry value plus some consolation prize based on how high the item was, and that consolation prize is very low. It's 50,000 at best. So you can basically treat a graying item as losing 80% of the item value.
Yeah,
Oh no!
If you are
saved.
Yeah.
If
you're basically 1 pixel below the
Alright.
If you're 1 pixel below the POC line, then
12.9 12.9
12.9
12.9.
Dash out of GLT for grazing past year? Well, actually it's been done RTA, and I think he was either Garm or I think it was Garm who was actually trying to go for it.
If you're 1 pixel below the POC line, then you're losing 75% of the value.
Vua on the infinite spell.
Oh,
yep.
Oh no. Not anymore.
Return of the litter box, anyone?
Okay, fun fact about Sakebi Bomb. So you might see how he's doing these focus bombs at the start. So there's this nice little trick he's doing with the focus bomb where he drags the square around the screen right as the bomb end. And that's because normally there's a bullet cap of 1024 bullets. So you might think that yeah, your bomb cannot get more than 2,480 cherry plus, but using the square, you can like clear a bunch of bullets at the end of the bomb so that you don't hit bullet cap, and instead your limit is going to be the item cap, which is slightly higher at 1,100 items. So you can get like, and you get a little bit of cherry, a few star items during the bomb as well. So you can get like I think 22 to 23k from the bomb instead of 20k by doing the focus bomb.
Yeah, there's a lot of there will be quite a lot of those sorts of optimizations in Lunatic scoring later on.
Yep.
Assuming
pioneered most of the focus bomb strats.
Yeah, assuming someone plays Sakuya B.
I think we will. You guys been streaming Sakuya B recently.
Yeah.
That squeeze is always so high up.
Yeah.
So are they like...
That's so scary.
So that is just a random angle, right?
No, I think the angle is static.
Ah, okay. 'Cause sometimes when they do that first spin, they're just like crazy high up. I'm like, what are you basing that position off of?
It's probably based on Chen's legs.
Ah, okay.
Alright, so both players are on litter box.
Yeah, because Ina has the luxury of bombing this.
Sakuya B has a lot of luxuries.
Oh yeah, there's one luxury that we did not get to mention, which is the final stage border.
Yeah,
Okay.
the final stage
the cancel's
border.
a little bit weak, so yeah, you can see him intentionally grade a bunch. You didn't intentionally have to in order to. Oh, it's not enough. Yeah, if his cancel is bad, he can try to save it by like grading items just so he can shoot Chen a little bit better, but yeah, it wasn't enough.
So the final stage border, we'll get to it when we get to it, but Sakuya, just because of how her bomb works, like she has a much easier time getting orders from getting cancel items, rather.
Yeah, whereas with Raymond P, it's gonna be a bit RNG dependent. We're not practically not RNG, but like it's so hard to control. It's basically RNG. We'll get to it when if we see it.
Suicide here, and
did he drop a few items? This is like some BS RNG where like if the item spawn too low, you just drop the items.
It did seem like that, yeah.
Also, by the way, some of the like lingering bullets from the spam can like get in your way during the final border. Wait, is this C+ enough? Okay, good, it was. I don't know how many bullets there are in that final section. Please don't break it this time. No, I didn't check his C+ before.
Nice.
The border.
Squeeze.
Nice. 726. I think that's actually better than this previous entry into RAM.
just keeps getting better and better. But yeah, Sakuya B's bomb just has a 100% efficiency and turning bullets into star items. Still, that makes a lot of her activations kind of easy, really easy compared to the other shots. Rainbow B, however,
that orange was so bad.
Yeah, Rainbow B tends to have to like time her bombs in a very specific way. With Sakuya B, you can generally, position and time.
By the way, let's talk about the rank manipulation that Lua is doing. So you might notice that he potentially kills one fairy and then drops the item and then doesn't kill any of the other fairies. And the reason why he does that is to control the rank during the bomb, because these bullets, these enemies here that shoot these pellets, their fire rate is dependent on rank, and although rank and extra can only range between 15 and 16, it actually makes a pretty big difference. And this by getting a little bit more from the bomb due to the high rank, or due to ranking 16 instead of 15, he can get his bomb slightly earlier and thus get his border slightly earlier. And this rank is manipulation is special because he's manipulating the fractional portion of the rank. So rank actually has a fractional component where although the integer component of rank is the only part that matters for like bullet patterns, like the speed and like density of bullet patterns, the fractional component is still like this hidden value that controls when the integer rank increases. Like
write that down, chat.
So he's like grazing and like dropping items in this very specific manner. It just happens to get his rank to I think like 15.9 something, so that when he collects the items during the bomb, his rank gets back to goes back to 16. Like normally your bomb drops your rank from 16 to 15, but because he set up his rank to be like 15.9 something, the power items he collects during the bomb instantly makes his rank go back to 16.
Damn. I'm still processing it a little bit.
Yeah, I did go a bit quickly. I may have talked.
Basically, like he shoots 3 enemies. That raises his rank.
Actually 1. It used to be 3 enemies, and then you don't raise anything. But then Int found this strat where you can drop 1 item and then graze to control the ring instead of avoiding graze to control the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you look for any old runs, you'll see them drop 3-point items and then avoid graze, or not 3-pointers, 3-power items and then avoid graze.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, you do that. It means your rank is high. And then like because it's high, because your rank is high, well, your bomb drops it, but if you did it correctly, then your rank will still go up to being high again afterwards.
Yep.
The missile knows where it is at all times, you know.
Oh my god. I thought he might have like walled himself. But he saved it.
Yeah.
101, 500.
Also, Lewis passed Chen.
Chen. Now, is he gonna do the snow bomb spam POC?
I swear to God, if he does. So, for reference, in the previous run, Lua actually bombed the spam section because that is safe. But there is a no bomb strat, which is balls to the wall difficult.
Oh, he's doing it!
No, why?
Yeah,
why would you go for this now? Why would you go for this now?
What the? Oh my god!
Squeeze through!
Oh my god!
Nice!
Wait, great!
But he did do
The
it.
reason why he has to do this is that he wants to save his bomb towards the end, like the same way Saki. No!
He doesn't
C+ is not high enough.
Not for this timing, but for the later timing, right?
He just completely drops it. What?
Panic.
So unfortunate.
No! Okay, no. Rip. Damn,
All that effort
so
just
close.
to grade like 20 items that did not even get the border.
Man.
Okay, but that one is like skill. It's like kind of skill issue. Like the RNG that we were talking about earlier is that you might be able to bomb, but bomb late. So what used to happen is that you need to get at least 48 point. Sorry, I forgot the number. Oops. But yeah, I think you want to have like 40. I remember now. It's 49,200 C+. You want to have that much C+ before the bomb.
Man, that was so close to being.
The problem is that each cherry item there is worth 1,200. So that means that in order to control your cherry plus to that to like within like 800 precision, you have to like control the border break. But like that's basically RNG. You're not gonna have that level of precision on the border break. So if you're just unlucky, you have to bomb late and lose a little bit on the border. But what happened there was that he just border broke, I think, way too late, and then didn't even with the cherry items, his cherry plus was still too low. Like it was like 47,000 something.
Okay, that was scary. Scary on the other screen. Is still no miss, but he might die to spell Devon again.
Please don't. Do not.
Oh, I just noticed, Ina's timer broke, I think.
Oh, no.
1858.
He stopped time, he became Sakya IRL.
Yeah, Sakya IRL. Oh shit.
I can't believe Ina fell into a black hole.
Yeah. It's not that fleeting after all, chat. Ina's here forever.
Yeah.
Thanks
And
to everything, Skip.
he will always be there. He'll just be too redshifted to see. All right, blue red on Lewis screen again. And let's see if he gets past it. Pretty. He's getting. Yeah, he got pushed to the side.
Just did not give him a chance to restream.
Oh, cool Grace coming in.
Yep.
Maybe. Has to go back up somehow, but
He's
what is he doing?
okay.
you know.
Okay, there's
route.
hope, there's a chance. Let's go.
Here's the thing.
Okay, do not question the runner's route.
Ina's
Yeah.
actually quite good at this non. He always has some way of getting it.
that was
Working
rough.
better than dying at least.
That's true.
He's like a
always-
little over 10 million, but
He
not the
always
worst
has a
thing.
way of getting back up there when he activates, but sometimes shit
I
happens
guess that
anyway.
shouldn't be a problem for you to begin with. Like, you should just be staying high and never really have to worry about that.
I don't know, boss movements as well is the factor.
Yeah, I guess.
And sometimes you can get
yeah.
thrown off by it.
I moved away from the mic to sneeze.
Nice drinks.
Bless you.
Substitute for the stories.
Yeah, you can see him actually grazing the lasers at their
Yeah,
source.
oh my
as
god,
well.
it's so scary. Yeah, it's pretty hard because you have to dodge the bullets too.
True.
And some of the bullets can be pretty fast and it may be hard to see.
Yeah, he had to stay back there for a bit, for example. I always love that diagonal escape right there.
Alright, cancel's a little bit weak, but I think it should be fine.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. If he skips, if he misses the board with that.
Scary.
Oh, even if he
Oh
misses
my
the
God,
board,
look
maybe
at
might be a...
Ouch.
Oh. Yeah, even if he misses the board, maybe that's a blessing, because then it means he can't read the spell. Which he has not capped a single time so far. Or actually,
wait,
technically
is
capped it
this-
by double KO doesn't count. What is he doing?
Was that Grace or cherry
really-
management? I don't understand.
A really aggressive grace.
2000.
I am proud. I am proud.
Alright. More unilateral rotations. Nice.
This is so uncomfortable.
Here we go! Ah! Man, he always gets like these huge clumps wherever he is.
Yeah.
Man.
Alright, this one's free.
Okay, this one he's my favorite Grace.
Oh, my frame of moves.
He
Nice.
puts it
Hard
out.
Grace.
He puts it out.
Okay, just please don't double KO this time.
Probably just cancel now, thank you.
Good.
Very
Nice.
good. Nice.
He's in a very good position now.
Yeah, just please don't die somewhere else. But yeah, he's playing safe and focus tapping on this non-spell even, I think.
Yeah.
I think previously he was doing unfocus, right? Like
Yeah,
doing unfocus.
I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Another thing that you will see on top level extra score runs and well Phantasm as well is that they intentionally time out the nons for extra grays because
Yusuke especially.
Yeah, the thing is grays like actually
gives
gives
star item value, so it's something, and it also gives you like 2000 raw score.
Yeah, 2000 raw score. It's kind of huge when it all adds up.
Oh. Yeah, I think Yusuke's like first Phantasm world record, like significant amount of the score game was just from timing down every single non-spell. It was like ended the run with like I think a few thousand more graces than previous.
What?
He broke it.
That didn't seem
okay,
good.
It's better than dying, but that's still it's like a 35 million lost.
Ouch.
Yeah. Like if you look
to get
up
the second border.
Yeah, if you ever look up any of ARF's old like world record comparisons, you will eventually find Yusuke versus HS on Phantasm. Just try to spot the difference there.
Yeah, it's just so nostalgic. I remember watching it back and thinking like 2018, 2019.
Yeah,
which probably is like new even for some people, some actual fossils out here.
Yeah. How many fossils are in the chat right now?
I think with like grays, if you time out every single non-spell, that's like maybe let's say like 3,000 grays. That's like 6 million raw score just for, and that's not even including star item down. So maybe we're really talking about like somewhere like 10 million score from timing down every single non-spell. Not for sure though. But on spells, it is worth reading because actually, I don't know the numbers myself. I would guess that each grade on the spell is worth somewhere around 20k, so like 1,000 rays on... No, not that much. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to pull numbers out of my ass.
He's playing it slightly safe here, it looks like.
There isn't that much you can play safe on this spell.
He just neglected to do the
up and down movement.
Yeah, do the.
I guess, but in some places it's just not feasible. Oh my god, this RNG's being scary.
Oh, what?
What? Wait, what happened?
I've never seen that before.
Wait, what hit him?
I have no idea.
What hit him?
What was it? Ran? It looked like it was Ran.
Wait, was it?
It can't possibly have been Ran.
That's been like
there's no way that Ran hit him.
Wait, it didn't look like bullet him. Did he try to like run to a laser or what?
I didn't
catch
know.
it, but man,
I'm gonna need an instant replay on that.
Yeah, we need a clip
later.
for that. That's rough.
Oh.
I need to analyze that.
Okay, wait. At least he's not losing point items. At least he's not losing point items.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was only like a 40 million loss.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, he's still gonna get his border? Like again, you have to deal with the Sakuya 120 power being pathetically weak. So I don't know if he's gonna get his border. It's also gonna be at the mercy of Ran's movement RNG. I mean, if he only loses 40 million, this could still definitely PB. If he dies twice, I don't know about that then. I say thinking it's still PB if everything else goes well. Yeah, I can see him spamming shift just because how pathetically weak the 120 power is.
Back in the safe spot, please.
Oh, this is not nice.
Are we? Really? Is there really no spot?
Yeah, sometimes you just don't get the spot.
I think there is, but it's like so precise that he's not trying to.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's not to get the border.
Maybe.
Oh,
yeah, he got it.
Barely got it. Oh my god, what a save!
He got it. Yeah, put it.
Still in first round.
PB? Wait, was that a PB? Wait, it was PB. Never mind. I thought I misremembered the score. Sorry.
Yeah, 1 through 2. 1 through 2.
Arigato. Thank you.
So many clears.
Yeah, he still has 20 minutes left.
Yeah, you might see him. Wait, I think he's already kind of going all out. He's gonna get a no-miss run in soon.
Yeah, there is still potential for an enormous run. So many clears. So many clears.
Yeah, this is a power suck in me, I guess. In fact, yeah, I think before the match I said that the utility square might not be very fair in this case, because I don't think it was adjusted for Sucky's consistency in mind. So, we'll see.
Yeah, like, that is something about scoring rubrics that we have discussed on occasion over the years. I don't think much has been done so early. Oh no!
Oh my god, he just barely missed the border.
I mean, I don't think we've discussed it much in detail yet, like accounting for consistency and stuff. But at the end of the day, that's something that players will need to look into.
Wait, did anyone clip Ina's death on penultimate?
I think Marbles might have one in chat. Ina died to timeout because they hit laser. Ah, okay, so it was the laser. Okay.
Oh my god, that's so unfortunate. Did he try to like jump out to avoid grenade items?
Maybe, or maybe they just got pushed out by the bullets.
Yeah, probably just pushed out.
Wait, but it didn't look like there was anything like really in the way, but maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Right,
I kind of just assumed they wouldn't
We may
die.
need to look at that, like, slowed down to see exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm glad we have like dedicated clippers for this. Come on. Get out of Chen jail.
50k, nice.
Blue, red, please.
I always forget just how much this pattern speeds up.
Yeah, it is absolutely brutal at the end.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is not even its full speed.
Yeah, it's still getting higher.
I think that's a good cancel. Upgrade a few items just to be safe, I think.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 4.
I wonder if you can like greed a little more sequence on this one, like avoiding damage cap.
And activates.
Oh, nice. There we got it. And what I was saying is that like because hitting damage, if you hit like all your shots point blank on Chen, like your C plus per efficiency is going to be slightly lower than if you shot them from slightly further away. So maybe like I wonder if as a backup you could like try shooting further from Chen and give a graze just to guarantee the border. Unless like because Chen is moving, like you actually don't need to do that to get the efficiency. Oh my god, I almost thought he's gonna ram into that right from that bullet from like moving too soon. Big graze.
After this big graze, intentional break, and now we get one more attempt at
graze some items.
No bomb spam.
Ooh, okay,
nice.
Okay, nice.
Big open
Very
spot.
nice.
Oh, that bullet did what?
Yeah,
I almost
the bullets.
hit it. It's so, it must be like, so frustrating. Oh no, I see it slow again. Is he gonna bomb late or what? No. So unfortunate.
Damn.
The same thing happened twice.
Yeah, better not even bother with that then.
I guess they can like get the border on Ran's first spell as a consolation prize. Maybe at first launch.
He's
that was so frustrating. He got the no bomb spam. I didn't.
Yeah, 2 times in a row as well. That's really unfortunate.
But to be fair, I just want a skill issue. Like, he just broke border too late. Either that or he killed too many enemies, but it is still a pretty difficult border to time, so still. Yeah, and this is where Sakia B is so much more lenient, because you can just... Because the bomb gives so much more C+ that you don't have to worry about getting a precise border break.
It's just... Okay, he keeps going, it looks like.
Yeah, probably just a, like, mental break.
Yeah. Take a little breather.
Man, that's so unfortunate. I was gonna have, like, a very sad Cherry Max into Actually, I guess the other constellation prize is the plus 8 million cure bonus, assuming he doesn't die. So that's a thing on Phantasm. You can actually no-bomb spam on Phantasm, and then... and I think the only use case of that bomb is to clear with an extra bomb.
Yeah. So it's like...
Maybe you can get an extra border on non-2, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, like, no-bomb spam on Phantasm Maze will not even be worth it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see anyone go for that in the real run.
Yeah. Something I have noticed over the years is that these two players' consistency of no-bomb spam has, like, just shot into the sky.
Yeah.
Like, back in 2020, 2021, you would see, like, Ina just get to that section and die again. But nowadays, they're both, like, really consistent at it, which is really nice to see.
It is, like, I'd say it is more fair than something like PCB Stage 6 spam, like capping PCB Stage 6 spam, because there's no, like, super fast bullet that comes out of nowhere and kills you.
Yeah, probably.
You can get walled, but, like, that's not that... It's not that common to get, like, an actual hard wall that you can't micro through. And worst comes to worst, even if you get some bad art, you can just, like, drop or raise some items. It's not going to be worth as much, but you can still continue. Yeah, 300 viewers or something? Damn, that's impressive. Secret check for stage expand, pacified hit. What? No!
Damn.
Oh, wait, he should have continued. I think he still could have. Well, maybe if he wants to win, there's no chance.
Yeah.
If he dies, but if he wants to just clear, get a PB, then I think he could have just continued.
Like,
but yeah,
at this point, at this point, I believe he's just kind of risking everything.
Yeah, just for a win.
Maybe go for the win.
But by the way, Ben, like, Raging Bullet Cam on spam is actually, like, a strat. I think some of the weaker shot types, like the Marissas, do that if you don't power cancel. But we don't talk about power cancel.
Back to the blue-red grind, I guess. You know, no bomb spam might be...
Sakia AOE clear doesn't even work, by the way, for spam, because Sakia A is so weak.
They may have gotten good at, what's it called? They may have gotten good at, like, no bomb spam, very consistent at it, but blue-red is just as difficult as ever. Because again, blue-red is the other choke point, so to say, the other bottleneck of this stage. And it always has been.
Yeah, there's not too much you can do about it, it's just so much.
Open air is also a bit of a waiting room sometimes, because the border, the taps and the bomb timings are very precise.
Is it hard to chase Chen around from that section, like, to make that circle? Or is it
I
like...
don't think it's that hard. I think that it's harder to, if you want to optimize for Graze, which I don't think they're trying that hard for because of how difficult only red only is.
Yeah.
I really want Lua to get past spam properly, because I really want to see a an actually successful no bomb spam.
Yeah,
this,
like with the bomb and the border afterwards too.
Yeah. All right, intentionally drops a cherry item.
Yeah, because this one we hit the border early.
Oh right. Yeah.
Jeez, I'm very glad I didn't keep track of the cherry max beforehand again.
Got through. Very nice.
Turn 21 again. Wow. His consistency is crazy today.
Oh yeah. Okay, Lua on blue-red.
That was a scary dodge.
Okay, he's... yeah, he's good. We stream.
Oh my god. Oh, the cancel's bad. Oh no.
Cancel's bad.
We'll see.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Barely missed it.
Too close. Damn.
Very unfortunate. And with 9 minutes left on the clock, it's starting to get a bit scary.
Yeah.
I really want to see one more run into ramp or Lua.
Ideally a clear.
I mean, of course. 1.4 is where it's about the level where scores start getting a little bit precise. Let's call it that.
It's more than just not making mistakes.
Yeah.
You have to actually have like a decent route and decent execution.
Yep.
At 1.5 is just where to do like everything else.
Yep.
At 1.4 you can definitely get away with not doing no bomb yellow spam, but maybe you want the extra early extra border to start the stage. And of course you can't.
That was a really close border on side.
Oh yeah. So yeah, sometimes I noticed that this border is very close. I think it's because of the RNG on the border break, because of the movement RNG.
Yeah.
Like with the bombs, you're gonna always get 20k no matter what, because this pattern hits bullet cap extremely quickly. But border break is gonna be more RNG based. By the way, fun fact, with Marissa A, you can get a second border, you can break the border on 2 and then get a second border, but it's extremely tight and probably RNG.
He's getting pushed out. Okay, good. He managed to restream.
Oh, no, that was
anyway.
That was getting really tight.
Wait, the double death.
Oh,
the double death.
We're back in sync.
Yeah. They're in sync.
Actually, this is the first time they've been in sync, because Ina was practicing at the start of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, side-by-side comparison of how they do it.
It all evens out at the end.
See, I believe... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say, now I believe. Oh, no, they're synced! Let's go!
It's still synced. Still synced.
I feel bad for Lua this year. It's been very rough for him today.
Yeah, I couldn't really get a good run out yet. Imagine if, like, when the timer ends, instead of you know, people get to finish their last run, they're forced to reset, and then they have to do one more run in sync. It would be incredibly unfair, but it would be absolute cinema.
Yeah, did we explain this cancel yet?
Oh, not really, yeah. This cancel uses the mechanic that power items turn into cherry items when you get your max power. So, what? Okay, whatever.
More time to explain it! Yay!
The power cancel doesn't just convert both to star items, it also converts power items to cherry items, which he uses.
Yeah.
So basically, you can see him intentionally leaving some power items on screen so that they get converted to cherry items.
Yeah. Let's just get to that point first, and I can sort of give you a visual of what's going on. Alright, so obviously grazing these berries until the border runs out, and leaving a few alive. And right here, you can see him actually killing this fairy to get his power items before doing the power cancel.
Oh right, yeah, good detail. Never explicitly noticed that. Yeah, because this one thing with that we never explicitly mentioned is that these fairies or bosses that drop like a ton of items at once, they're like you would drop a mix of point and power items if you're not at full power. So you intentionally killed it while still at not max power, so that it will drop a mix of power and point items. Whereas normally on like later parts of the game, you want the point items for the score. On the start of the stage, you want the cherry items for the order.
Like I said at the beginning, there's a lot of subtlety in this game, but it is, on the other hand, very rewarding when you understand, well, most of it, I guess. Not really, not even most of it at that point. Like, you don't need to know all of the subtleties.
Yeah.
There are some subtleties that you should know about, just for routing, but. Yeah, when you have sort of a good overview of this game, it's very, very rewarding. A decent overview.
Yeah, I've been scoring this game for I think around 4 years now, and even to this day, I'm still learning new things. Okay, nice. Still got a good cancel. But he still grades some items. I think because he's paranoid of like losing the border.
Yeah, but he has plenty of HP left, so.
Or I wouldn't call it plenty, but it's something.
Something.
Oh, they're kind of insane. I wonder why they don't time. Why Ina isn't timing this all the way down? Because I think he can still get I don't think the stage is synced to the music. So I think you can time it down without losing any items. TWC, but thinking your runs is mandatory.
Yeah. I was proposing that, but yeah. It would be sick to watch, but man, to play that would be horrendous. Ooh, no, wait, that's intentional. God damn it! I keep doing it.
I kind of had a bit of a reaction to that myself.
Dude, suicide still looks so awkward because like, and even after you die, like you barely have enough time to kill everything, and even then, like
it looks
stuff
like
can get in the way.
It looks like Lua has swallowed his pride and just went for the bomb. It's probably for the best at this point.
Yeah.
And like, it is still better than just missing the end of stage border altogether. Oh yeah. Yeah, the spam bomb is the easier route. You just place a big old bomb up at the top of the screen and just make sure to not grade the items.
Yeah, but then you have to get your order.
Yeah, it is
earlier.
Yeah. It is a bit of a sacrifice, but no bomb spam is just a hellscape.
Yeah, because like not even even like doing the POC, like you're not out of the woods yet. You still have to get the order max, which is really hard. And RNG to some extent. Also, one subtlety I just noticed, I think Ida's intent, Mitsaki intentionally leave some fairies alive during the bombs during the opener so that you get your max power later.
Alright, reset time is running out.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Final run.
There it goes.
It would be very convenient for Ina to have a functioning timer on red, blue Oni, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we will check out it early, but it doesn't really matter. That's a very small milk. Please clear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, the George in my head told me it's okay with Ina's timer.
I keep forgetting that you actually can bomb with Saki.
Yeah. Oh, and one distinction between the focus versus unfocused bomb thing that's not going to be more relevant for main game. I think the most concise way to explain it is that the unfocused bomb is shorter, but it's better at freezing bullets, and you don't hit the square. But the focused bomb lasts longer, but it doesn't freeze bullets as well. So it's like it's situational, which is better. Like sometimes you want the longer duration so you can accumulate more bullets, but sometimes you want the better freezing of the unfocused bomb too. When optimizing your bomb cancel. And sometimes there are cool tricks you can do with the square, like we saw at the opener, canceling a bunch of bullets with the square at the end to avoid bullet trap.
I forgot to mention it, but Ina got through Chen one more time. So hopefully we can see 2 more good runs. I mean, they still have to get through the spam and all that, but...
Well, spam is not going to be in...
Oh, the border break.
Oh yeah, I can see him, he's really irritated. You can see he's really irritated.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, that's a suicide.
Yeah, no, that was the suicide, yeah.
Okay. Wait, great items again, this section
felt
looks
a little
really
off
RNG.
because of the position, but...
Lua, I think, can still update.
Yeah, if we can update it because of that. I don't know about winning though.
Winning could be tight, yeah.
Yeah.
God, that one squeeze that Ina just did it. The more I look at it, the worse it seems.
I'll actually check pace right now. Because I don't know paces in this category. But I think kind of know paces in main game either, despite putting the category.
Paces are very, very difficult.
Okay, so his score is slightly behind his PB, but his cherry max is 50k behind. No, actually closer to 60k behind. 60k PB, I actually don't know how much it translates to. Probably in the tens of millions.
Ooh. Well, it's
so
still
I
possible,
think 1.4 is still barely possible. Because his PB is 1.4 and he's his pace I think is in the tens of millions behind his PB.
Yeah. If he pulls out a really good round fight right now, he can still take it.
Honestly, it's even given, also considering the fact that the TW score might be a little bit rigged against AMUB, he'll be all the more impressive if he wins.
Yeah.
Not doing the funny grace.
Yeah, no funny grace this time.
No funny. right?
Oh my god.
Yep.
What? That was... I think he actually cut it. Oh wait, the cancel was really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that lost like 15? No, like 20 million. Might not be able to PG any, might not be able to win anymore.
Yeah, that might be too much.
100% can PV because he hasn't died yet.
Yeah. He can update. He can update.
Or I mean PV as like PV is TOC for not PV like actually.
Yeah, that's why I always say update.
Yeah, good patch. Though in Japanese, like they say PV kind of translates to update, so like it's still a little bit ambiguous. I think Blue has been a little bit safe on this. Don't blame him.
Yeah, I tend to say update because that's Japan's word for PB.
Yeah. Even Jujai maybe he was a little bit scared if his board timing was off because it did look a little bit early. Also, there's a tragedy that can happen where you can cancel early and then cancel like get a partial cancel and then not get your next border. This actually almost happened in the current world record, where he got like a partial cancel and he just barely got this next border in time. Like I think there was like 1 pixel of HP left when he got the border on this one. Epic save. Oh, he's trying the thing, but he might not be able to.
It's like
once you like get out of the flow, it's very hard to get back into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying.
Yeah, he
saved it.
Yeah, he got back in. Like
that was at least cool. That was a cool return for a bit.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, both players actually have quite the uncanny ability to just get back in the flow once they activate. Or rather, getting
currently 50 million behind his PB. That is, yeah. And -1 bomb.
True. Right now, not much is happening currently, but
yeah, I think this is gonna be like mid 1.3 if it clears. Because his PID is also very low. Like,
yeah.
Actually, almost like 90k below his PB.
Yeah, because Lua does no bomb spam actually during like actual runs.
Yeah.
I haven't watched his 1.4.9 yet.
It's on YouTube, so I'm actually watching it right now. I'm not really watching, just like skipping through it just to get an idea of the pace. And you actually check has he made any mistakes so far? I just see the bomb sound effect. Good question. Wow, he's doing some aggressive grazing. Are we gonna see him do anything funny on this battle? I think he's just gonna cap it. He get a board on cap. Maybe. Because he's shooting focus. Okay, no, he might be timing this down a bit.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my god.
There's Cherry.
Dodging this at the side is always so scary. Oh my god.
Nice.
Please don't. Oh my god, I dodge.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, I almost thought he was gonna cancel early. I think he actually might have canceled early if her HP was slightly lower. Like, I think he technically shot too early. Like, if she had slightly less HP than she did, because again, the 1 pixel resolution is not enough. So
yeah, but as long as it doesn't DKO.
Actually, yeah, even if he canceled early, I think he can still save it because he can still shoot unfocused and get the border. I think.
Oh yeah. Either going for just.
Oh, he canceled. Well, he canceled, but it doesn't really matter.
He still got about canceled, whatever.
Wait, did Ina? Wait, what the? Did you see it? Ina's doing lane skips. What the fuck? Oh no, he died. Yeah, I saw him get walled at the bottom. He did like 2 lane skips and then he died. Oh my god.
Classic.
What the hell?
Alright, that's GG for Ina.
Oh my god.
No!
Oh no!
What?
Slapped by Chen. Chen saw it.
Can he still update?
He can still update.
Well, yeah, he can.
It's gonna be like 1.2 right now.
Yeah,
I think.
He can still update. Yeah.
Well, GG.
You can never escape the litter box.
You can never escape.
You're here forever.
Honestly, if it ended up being like a close match, a close TWC score between the two, I would have felt a little bit bad for the potentially unbalanced TWC score, but yeah, looks like we're gonna have a convincing victory from the from Ina.
Pretty decisive victory. But we can still close it out with a nice finished run, I guess. Because he is playing the run out. That is all that matters.
I like him doing like the laser grace wiggle even in between the bullets.
I think Ryusuke even like does the wiggle even while the cage is moving around. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
that's mental.
Ryusuke moment.
Also, fun fact: there's a task for this category, and believe it or not, it actually loses the border on the final spell.
Not again!
No, that was so hard. RNG was so hard.
That was a bullet. That was a bullet.
Yeah,
that was such nasty RNG. There were like 3 ways intersected at once.
Darn.
Okay, can this still update? I'm actually not sure.
Can this get the extent? 786?
No, there's no more point items.
There's just none. Okay.
The previous stat already sealed the deal anyways. I think it was a double KO, right? So he actually didn't lose any point. Wait, no, he got back to max power. So
8 bullets.
But yeah, but wait, was it double KO or was it not? I don't remember.
I think it was, but I don't remember either.
Oh, Anna, did you just wake up?
Yeah, he actually optimizes shooting really well there too. Yeah, like he stopped shooting exactly when he got the border.
It is, but you can get the border, but you still want to get the border from the cancel afterwards, which is hard. You need a good cancel, as well as good unforgiving.
What are these Mentos? What are these Mentos? No.
Thanks, Ren. Very fair.
That's gross. Damn it.
Wait, enter the rage phase. Is I think you're gonna get the border, because when the rage phase starts, it's fast, and you won't get the border.
It's Yakumo.
Okay, GG.
Jeez. Alright.
No update. Very
Ouch.
sad.
Yeah. Even if it wouldn't have been an update, it would have been like 1.16. Actually, no, it wouldn't really close. It would have been like 1.165 or something. I don't think it would have been up. Actually, wait, no, is there still the border? So it actually might have been an update if you got the border. Anyways, yeah, I think I was saying about the task. Yeah, like. Nice.
Can you say that? Cat huffing.
Alright, art by HRM. Very cute and actually kind of funny.
So a bit sad considering how much they died to the Shikigawa trend this time.
Yeah. Chin got them back in the end.
Yeah.
And the testing I was talking about...
Dude, he predicted it. Look at Chen's smug face.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways,
the task intentionally does not get the border from the cancel, instead just grazes the whole spell even during the rage phase because it can do some crazy spawn grazing. Like, it outweighs the border. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, so obviously you can see it on screen. Second place, Lua, Team Momiji, 0.8 TWC score, Reimu B 1.17. First place goes to Team Hatatep with Ina, who got 17.6 TWC score, and a pretty decent Sakuya B 1.325. Sadly, no miss runs this year.
No absolute peak runs, but still good performance from both players.
Yeah, very good performance. Very good performance.
I just like the music.
A little bit sad, but you know, sometimes you have off years, and you know, in previous years, these guys have been absolutely insane.
I mean, their performance was good too, right? They showed like super improved consistency on the spam, and I would say on Chen as well. They were doing really good early games.
Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't close out, no miss run.
Yeah.
Just overall, though, really consistent play from both, and nevertheless, I'm always happy to see these two duke it out in this category every year.
Yeah, GG's. Well played.
GG's.
All right.
In about 70 minutes, we have USD Lunatic scoring. Three other really interesting players in this category. Of course, we have overall record holder versus record holder in a bunch of other categories versus a bit lower score, but really cool player anyway.
Yeah, all three of these are just crazy scoring powerhouses.
Also, two VTubers.
Two VTubers.
Yeah,
two out of three VTubers.
Yeah.
It's the VTuber match.
True.
You missed out on a chance to have a 3 out of 3 VTuber match.
Yeah, he is a fellow VTuber lover though, so that's
Quick, Kana, install the model before it's too late.
Yeah, just to
an hour to spin up a VTuber model.
Just ring fucking Kana from the VM.
Hey, but the copyright issues.
Oh no. I don't know. He loves Lamy though, so maybe he'd rather be blue-haired than blonde.
Yeah.
So I believe this is going to be an incredible match. Third time's the charm. Now we're gonna see like a gold run.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
One of them is gonna deploy like the explosive near world record score for sure. 700 mil. I don't know what shots they're playing, so I can't really say.
I think Bobo's going to be playing Mercy B, Kaido's going to be playing Mercy A, and Ramona, I'm not sure.
I can almost certainly say you won't be seeing Reimu B this year.
Alright. Well then it's...
previously it was like all Reimu B, and now it's first time suddenly jumps to no Reimu B.
Yeah.
As much as I want to watch this match, I probably will have to sleep because it's 4 a.m. here.
Oh, well, thank you then for being backup. We really needed it, honestly, but you've been incredible.
Thank you for putting in. Thank you for working with us. I don't know. Fuck.
Thanks for doing night shift.
Thank you for doing night shift. You will be compensated.
What does that imply? No, sorry.
Extra time in my match.
George in my head tells me that we have post-match slides, but I have to be honest, I don't know exactly what that means anymore. I know oh, well, there we go. Oh, of course, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for watching, everybody. Yeah, if you're interested in helping out, we need volunteers still a lot. So if, there's a QR code there, there's a link there. There are just a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen for this tournament. Just a lot of it is, how do I say that? It's sometimes a little too much for the crew that we have now. So anybody that can help distribute the capacity a little more, it's very much appreciated. Yeah, there's a form there. The form explains the roles that you can help with. And yeah, be sure to give it a look. There's some interesting broadcasting stuff in there as well. So if you're interested in any of that, translation, slides, probably. The form knows it better than I do. I'm trying to sum it up, but my memory is not that great. It's been a while since I've seen the form. But yeah, feel free to take it a look. To give it a look. Oh yeah, follow the Blue Sky. We're not on the other website anymore. We're on Blue Sky under Touhou World Cup. And what's the last part again? The English stream is brought to you by Touhou Replay Showcase. That's true. We are on Touhou Replay Showcase right now. And Touhou Replay Showcase is also its own channel with their own streams. Basically, they're replay watch parties. So you can submit your Touhou replays to them, and then they get commentated by the TRS crew every Saturday 9 p.m., Sunday 4 p.m. Are these Euro time zones? Are these GMT? These are Euro, I think.
Central European summertime is +2.
Yeah, it's +2. So, yeah, have fun doing time zone math. But this is 9 p.m. CEST. Oh, it literally says it. Yeah, sorry, I'm blind. It says it right there. 9 p.m. CEST and 4 p.m. CEST. All right. That's it. Thank you. That was a blast, I would say. We'll catch you for... I think I have to finish up the, the stream now. I think this will stay live, but the timer's just going to tick down until about like 10 minutes. And then the next commentators will come in for the USD scoring match. So I'll see you in about an hour.
Yeah. So just spend this hour just chilling out. Listen, maybe grab some snacks for the next match, or if you're so inclined, just stare at the timer ticking down for the next hour. It's up to you. It's up to you.
All right. And thank you, icterine. We won't hold you. We won't keep you awake any longer.
Okay. I think I'll leave now. Bye.
Yes. Goodbye.